How's it going, everybody? It's me again, back with some more Kingdom Hearts. In the previous episode, we returned to the Hollow Bastion, and you see the heal there? I believe we did. Yeah, sorry, it's been a little while since the last recording. But while the next destination is the end of the world, we did unlock this last tournament here in the Colosseum, and we can already do the gold match, I believe, or the platinum match. I'm not gonna do that yet. Not ready for it. What I did want to come here for was the Hades Cup, which we'll be doing now. The Hades Cup is very similar to the previous tournaments in that it's obviously a tournament, but as you saw there, we start at the 49th seed, and there's 49 fights, so this is going to take a little while. Now, one thing though is that since we are able to start from the 49th, normally you have to start there if you haven't done it before. But as you proceed and beat more of these sets, every 10th set, I believe, you reach a checkpoint, so you can start from there. And it's not if I can talk. Normally, every 10th set is a boss battle, except for this first set of 10 here. I believe the first boss we face is on set number 44, and most of these bosses that we'll be facing here are recurring bosses that we've fought before. The only exception, I think, is number 10 and number 1. Now, because of the length of this tournament, I'll try to show off every fight that I can, at least once. However, it's very likely that I'll be dying at some point. So, if by chance I do end up losing and have to start from a checkpoint, I will just continue from where I left off. For example, if I die on number 34, I continue from set number 30. And if that's the case, I'll skip ahead to where I was last at before I died, and continue from there. Hopefully it doesn't happen at all, I can just do this all at once, but knowing me, knowing my skill level, that probably won't happen. I will say this though, at my level, it's fairly high. Like, I think I'm at an adequate level to just I'm at an adequate level to just go to the final area now, but I want to hold off on it just because I want to show everything off, and I want to continue, I don't know what I want to say here. Crafting if I need to, and maybe getting some more weapons for Donald and Goofy. Just preparing as much as I can. But here we are in the first boss, which is Yuffie. No Leon this time, it's just her. Too early. Thankfully, because it's just her, she should be a bit easier. And it's the same strategy as before, just deflect her shurikens back at her, and she should go down fairly easily. The only issue, I think, is that she can still heal, but I think we get an item now after beating her. I'm not certain, though. We do, we get the Genji shield for Goofy. Every boss, I believe, gives you an item, just as long as you can beat them at least once. She was probably the easiest of the bosses, though. Not counting the ends, but I don't know what to expect from that boss fight yet. I think I should have packed some elixirs and ethers just in case, since we need those to replenish magic and HP, but I think we can swap them out if I need to, in case I do end up getting a loss. Get rid of the defender first. He's probably the biggest threat here. Later on in these sets of seeds, we do encounter some enemies from the last area that we haven't encountered yet, but those aren't until like at least like the top 20 seeds, I believe. Everything else before then, we've fought before. I have the Divine Rose here just in case I need to get some crits, since it is a very hard-hitting Keyblade, as you can see here. Oh, I was hoping to deflect that, but didn't need to. You may have noticed already that Donald has a new wand. I don't remember if I got that for him in the previous episode or not, but oh well. Anyway, here's the first boss. We have fought the Behemoth before inside the Hollow Bastion, but this is technically a different Behemoth. I believe this is called the Destroyed Behemoth. Same strategy applies though. The only difference is, I believe, the damage it can do and the attacks it has. But, as I said, same strategy applies. And I think we get either the Omega Arts again, like before. Oh, wow. Or it's just a checkpoint. I think the only difference between this Behemoth and the one we fought before... Wait. As I was saying, the only difference, I believe, is just maybe that new attack, lightning attack, and his damage output. But overall, it shouldn't be all that difficult. Kind of wasted an Arcanum there, but I wanted to give it a try just in case it would actually work. Excuse me for being quiet, by the way. That's the entire... all of my commentary, pretty much. I'm not really all that good at talking in front of a camera, or talking in general. Don't really have many stories that seem relevant for something like this. Because I'm going into this game pretty much blind, as I said a few times before. Throughout the whole game, I've pretty much been learning about what to do, where to go, the story, and so on. And don't get me wrong, it's definitely interesting and entertaining, but I'm kind of just taking it as it comes. I did also mention that I've done some grinding off screen for the item synthesis, and because synthesizing items means defeating a lot of enemies, it means that my levels are absurdly high. Not absurdly, but pretty high for where I was before doing all that. Since around Halloween Town or Neverland, I was like around level high 40s to 50. Which, if you've been facing all the enemies, should be around where most players, I think, would be around that point of the game. But, now, with me about to be going into the end of the world, I'm in the mid to high 60s. So, dealing with a lot of the enemies might not be too difficult, especially since I've learned how to take on some of the more difficult ones, like the Defender and the Dark Balls. The only enemy, I think, in the Hollow Bastion that's still giving me some kind of trouble are the Invisibles, but they're only in one area. So yeah, I think so long as I adjust to the patterns of the upcoming enemies, I should be fine. The bosses are still going to give me trouble too, because I'm really worried about Ansem, since he's the last enemy you have to face. Especially because I believe his boss battles in multiple phases. And not even just the phases, it's the 4 bosses in a row, technically. But that's the Behemoth. So we've reached the first checkpoint, I believe. And we get Vulazaga, the highest leveled ice spell. I thought we'd get that later on. Guess not, though. '39th seed. Thank you, Donald. Beat these little guys. On their own, they're not too difficult, especially because they're just usually one of them is not bad to take down, but 8 of them like that, as you can see, they can be pretty annoying. We're about on the 10-minute mark, so I think this is definitely going to be split up into 2 parts. Might be around the 20th or 20th, 25th fight. If that's the case, I'll be pausing the gameplay and then splitting it up into 2 parts then. Till then, it really depends on how things go here. And we already have a boss, technically. He's not one of the main bosses for a checkpoint, but definitely a dangerous enemy. Because we haven't seen the guard armors in Cerberus Town. And they're all attacking separately too, so... Now that I think about it, I still remember when the guard armor was technically considered a difficult boss to fight. I did not even know these guys are still around. Okay, there we go. Definitely gotta heal now. I think now I've definitely reached the point where I need to bring ethers, because getting magic by itself because of attacking is not going to cut it anymore. There we go. Do I have any? No, I just have potions. I forgot to set up my equipment. Oh well, I think I'll live. At least I'm not on time trial mode, because I don't know how I do that. I'm nowhere near high enough level to deal enough damage to just get rid of these guys quickly. Okay, there's that one down. What seed are we on now? 35? 35? I was just guessing. And thankfully the spiders are gone now, because they can be pretty annoying. Especially when they explode. I guess one thing I could also... Oh, Stealth Snake. Oh, Jesus. I was gonna say, one thing I could mention is that with this being the last cup, the game is almost over. And... Oh, while I'll definitely be doing some more stuff off-screen, like that gold match, if that is what it is, I'll probably be taking on super bosses as well, but not on stream. How are you still alive? I guess I could also mention that this is a different Stealth Sneak than the one before. Since that one was green, this one is a different color. I believe it's considered a different enemy because of that. Being called the Stealth Army. Anyway, managed to survive that. I was talking about the super bosses. I'll be doing those off screen because it's going to definitely take a while for me to beat because of how difficult they can be. Beating them will definitely mean I am more than prepared for the final boss. And with the amount of content left, I can see this series going on for possibly not counting this episode, it might take me 2 to get through the end of the world, and maybe 2 more to beat all the bosses. But I was wrong. Here's our first new enemy, the Angel Star. I believe this is considered the highest tier magic enemy. Although I would say the wizards are more annoying for sure. Thank goodness we get experience here too, because we got a level up before, and getting some more strength and attack power would definitely help too. Although, I think at this point, for where I am, I might not need it. What is this, 33 now? seed, and we're fighting Cerberus again. This dog gave me so much trouble before, and he's even tougher now. I don't want to have to just beat him with a random thunder again, because I think now that we have high jump, we can actually get onto his back. And maybe we can hurt him this way, but I think it depends on if he's attacking or not. And now I have block too, so... yeah, I definitely need some ethers. Thank you, Donald. Just the attack pattern of him biting. This is definitely a boss I gotta concentrate for, because I don't want him beating me again. Thank you, Donald. Of course, now he's out of magic. Wow! And I went down. Does this mean I have to start from 29 or 29? 39? Where do I start? 40th. Okay, so I start from back there. I'm not gonna enter yet. I need to fix up my items, and I'll meet you guys back at Cerberus. Okay, here we go. Attempt number 2. I was gonna say I'm gonna see if I can get on top of him again, but yeah, it's not gonna work like that. Or if it does, I can't do it. I have elixirs this time, so I can heal myself. And I think I put in Leaf Bracer too, so I have that now, so I won't get damaged if I try to heal. How much will gravity do? Not a lot. Item. Mega Potion. I think I need to get all of us back and ready. It's not a lot of HP, but it should be enough for at least... for Donald to do something. It's a matter of when they attack. Okay. The last bar. I think I can do this. Of course, I say that, and now they're keeping me at a distance. Thank you, Goofy. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. That was a mess. I believe doing that allows us to use Thundaga. Yep, Thundaga. Now we're on to Tier 3, we have a checkpoint again. Air soldiers and air pirates, doesn't sound too bad. You didn't have to do that, Donald, but you did anyway. I appreciate you. Okay. 28. Search ghosts. It's gonna be them and being a way for them to keep teleporting around. But I'm at a point now where I can do at least some decent damage to them. And they're gone already, thank goodness. So the bosses that are left, I believe the the 20th seed is going to be probably the most difficult of these bosses in general. Wow. I think he used rocket, that might be why. Shadow Storm. So when it's a question mark like that, I believe it's just because it's a not a random number, but just like a number that's not really quantifiable that they can show on the little screen there. But I think in general it's like about 100 or something. It should be, because level up, no HP, but definitely appreciate the attack. Well, that was like, what, 20-ish? Somewhere around there? Maybe it's more depending on the difficulty. But I know for certain that's not the only question mark seed we get. Since I believe there's one for Dark Balls and then all of those enemies in general. Okay. Who's next? Opposite armor. Honestly, it feels great just beating these bosses like this easily. Well, not easily, but doing so much more damage and then breaking them apart. Because I'm pretty sure Opposite Armor gave me a loss the first time I fought it. Okay, and it's down. At this rate, by the time we reach the 20th seed boss, I might try one attempt, and win or lose, I'll call it time there, and then split it up into the second part. Well, depending on how long it takes. I'll at least do one attempt for sure. But I just know the boss is tough, so I might not even win that one. But if I do end up losing to them, I'll do what I did for Cerberus, and I'll start the next part by battling them again. Just so you don't have to watch me do the entire set of 10 all over again. Getting some good MP back too. 21, so this is the last one before the boss. I need that HP because next up is Leon and Cloud. Of these two, Cloud is definitely the tougher one, so I'm going to be targeting him first. Didn't mean to use Ragnarok there, that might have just cost me some precious MP. In which case, I'm going to use an Ether. I'm already low on HP. Leon, I think, might be the lesser of the two in terms of difficulty, but I think that's probably why it's better to face Cloud first. And I already used both of my... Oh, and he's already charging up. Okay. Okay, Cloud's down. Leon only has 1 bar of health. Gonna heal.
You don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance. Take that. Get this. Come on.
Okay.
It's over. Get this.
And we actually won first try. If that ain't a miracle, I don't know what is. But beating them unlocks the Lionheart keychain. Next up is seed number 19, but it is getting to be about that time. So around here, I will pause for now. It'll be the end of the first half of the Hades Cup, and I will see you guys in the next episode when we finish it. I'll see you guys then.